Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Queena from Hills Healed Her, where we do our best to restore kingdom relationships amongst women. Listen, it's 2026, y'all, and we have got some amazing, amazing women that are going to grace the platform today. Listen, we have the president of Granny Basketball here today, guys. She's going to introduce herself. I was blown away when I met her and when she told me what she did.
Okay. I'm Carol Anthony, and I'm not the president of the league. I am a team leader, bringing a team to Houston. Granite basketball started in 2005 in Iowa, and it grew from there. And so I started off in Conroe playing, and after Conroe, I went to another team in Killeen. And after driving down to Killeen, I said Houston ought to have a team. And so I petitioned the league for Houston to get a team. They approved of the league last year, and we played last year. And I'm in the recruiting stage right now.
Wow, did you guys hear that? She said she is in the recruiting stage right now. Listen, y'all should have seen her partner that was out there with her last week, and she was in her 70s. Miss Carol, tell them how old you are.
I'm 66 years old. 66.
Wait a minute, I didn't know that.
Yes, I'm
Did
60.
she get me on camera to shock me like this? 66 years old, y'all. Listen, women, yeah, we literally can do anything. So I'm going to ask Miss Carol a series of questions, and we're going to get some insight on this, and she's going to give you information on how to contact her. Let's go. Okay, Miss Carol. So tell us, what made you consider Granny basketball, and what age were you at when you decided this is what I'm going to do?
Well, as a kid, fell in love with basketball because I was the youngest of four girls, and the oldest, closest one to me was 5 years older than me. So, for example, if I was 10, that means they were 15, 16, and 17. And they pushed me away, maybe play with the little boys because you know how kids are. They tell all the secrets. So they pushed me away. The guys caress me because hey, you know what? Be good to the little sister, then you get to know the big sisters. And
Amen.
so that's how I wind up so athletic.
Okay, so did you ever drop it and pick it back up again?
Well, at that time, they didn't have sports for female basketball for female teams, and when I heard about granny basketball, they gave me the opportunity to play organized ball. Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's impressive. Okay, Miss Carol. So since you've been playing basketball, if you consider your age right now, and women your age that are not playing basketball, would you consider yourself to be more flexible than they are? What were the health benefits for you?
well, I don't know about flexible, but the stamina, it builds up stamina, and I can breathe easier, more agility, and it grows. The more active you are, like they say, a body in motion stays in motion, and that's basically what it is.
Okay, so you had told me before that you struggle with lupus, right? How
Yes,
did basketball help with that condition?
yes, I was diagnosed with lupus, and I didn't. I had uh, wondered if I could play this game. Love the game, heard about it, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. Goes out there, and lupus affect your joints and your stamina. And as I played, I started getting better. And when I'd go to the doctor for my quarterly visits, he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Whatever you are doing, keep doing it. It's getting better." And after doing it about a year, he said, the lupus is gone. So
Wow, wow, wow.
lupus is basketball is my therapy. It is like physical therapy. It's no not doing basketball. It's making my
Wow.
health so much better.
Wow, wow, wow. So, Miss Carol, are you having any health challenges right now? And did you acquire any since you've been playing basketball?
I haven't inquired any health challenges since I've been playing basketball. It has improved with the issues that I was dealing with before. Years ago, I had pneumonia, and it damaged one of my lungs, and so I'm operating off one lung scarred and one healthy lung.
Wow.
So I'm operating off of 1.5 lungs, and it's just teaching me how to breathe, how to, uh, and just better all over health wise. And
Okay.
as far as granny basketball, it is designed to keep ladies of our age safe. They got rules in place where they saying no running, no jumping, and space. And it got one thing: if you fall down, everybody holler out, "Granny down, granny down." So you have to come out from one place, sit out a place, and go back in. But
Oh wow.
it is designed so we can play.
So it don't get as physical as regular basketball we get.
No,
Listen,
it's not supposed to.
she say that y'all, but I seen them play. Let me
It's a,
tell you, I older women are not capable of putting their hands up over their head the way that these ladies are. I'm talking about they shoot the shot like they.
don't be intimidated that you think you cannot play or that it is too slow. It'll give you a good workout, good sweat, and on your level. You're competing with people that's on the same level as you are.
Right. So, what things do you eat to motivate your physicality? Cause I
Yeah.
always been one of the people where I'm like, if I'm gonna work out, I ain't gonna eat right, and if I'm gonna eat right, I ain't gonna work out. Like that's always how I've been. So I wonder if you take on that same thing or whatever, or you just go and eat your junk and then just go play basketball or what.
Okay. It's like this. On game day, I eat light. I may eat like a salad or something. But I have these concoctions that I make up for routine. And one of them is I call my lemon concoction, and it consists of fresh squeezed lemon, cinnamon, and honey. Can do that in the evenings, but in the mornings, I mixed up this concoction that has all the things to control blood pressure. So it is consists of beets, spinach, garlic, celery, all the berries. I have blackberries, strawberries, mango, and I buy those a bag of mixed fruits that has that in there. And what else do I put in there? Oh, I got to put in a banana and the peanut butter. I rub the peanut butter on the banana, cut it up, put it in there, and then coconut coconut water. Blend that up. Start my day with that. That's a real good energy. Uh, Gives
Listen, y'all
energy to
see this?
start it off. And that's the thing I like about going to these games. When I go to the games, I look forward to my stop at Bucky's on the way back, and then Whataburger while I'm down there. So those
See,
I
y'all,
know.
if you know what Bucky's is like the best gas station in the world for beef. Me personally, I cannot even eat beef anymore. My stomach is not big enough for that. But listen, she be getting it in, y'all. That's what I was waiting on her to tell the truth about. Like, what do you eat on a normal day basis? But do you guys see how, even at her age, she maintains a healthy diet, right? So that her physicality is well, her longevity lasts. She has endurance and she has strength when she's in the game. That's not, listen, we're not opposed to that, women. Health is wealth these days. So, Miss Carol, tell us, you're 66 years old right now. You're half of 100 right now, right? So, how
Over
long?
that.
How long are you planning to play basketball for?
I will play basketball as long as I have breath in my body. We got ladies that's in their 90s playing. They started off in the 50s, and you just keep getting older and older, and you just keep on playing and
Oh my
playing.
God. Did you 90?
90.
So are they playing in like a different regular basketball would be like beginners, varsity, blah blah blah. Do they put them in a different? Do put you guys in a different
No, you
category?
you you on your team, and you play with your team, and as you know, everybody know their teammates what they can and cannot do, what they where they're good at, what position they good at, and so we play to their strengths.
Oh my goodness. I want to know what is it? What does your family think about you playing basketball? What your kids say about
Oh,
you?
they love it. I'm just entertainment for them. They just like what big entertainment. It's showtime.
So do they come to the games and everything like
Yes,
that?
yes, they are a big support.
Oh
You
my
know,
God, that's amazing.
we are just like little kids. When kids have a game, they want their family there
The whole
support.
family's there.
We want the support. And like I say, I'm a young team. This is our second year, but teams that's been in the league a while, they got their organizations together. They some of the teams, they grandkids, it's the cheerleaders. And some of the teams, they husbands are the cheerleaders. And they got the pom poms and everything. And
I love this. So, what about uniforms? Do you guys wear
oh my
uniforms, or
goodness.
you just decide to just, we're gonna go out here in our t-shirt and shorts type of thing?
We rocked the 1920s bloomers. The uniform that they played with in the 1920s, which is some bloomers and a white shirt. Everybody has that same uniform. The difference is the color of their socks. Each team have a color they socks.
Okay.
And of course, Houston, had to go back and get the Houston Olives
Lord
blue.
have
I had to
mercy.
go and get that
Now,
W blue.
y'all, the name of the group is Bayou Ballers, and here she is. Like, she should be getting some Louisiana color or something like that, right? Or am I just being
Well, look,
biased?
look here. One of the teams really stole. So they've been in the league longer, and they had already had the Houston name. What
Mm-mm.
they from Round Rock, and they are the Rockets. And I'm like, y'all got my name. I can't be the, we
I
got the
know,
Houston
right, right,
Rockets.
right.
They the Rockets because they from Round Rock. But so
Okay.
when I come along, I say, okay, by your city, here we go. So,
Wow,
yeah.
wow, wow. Okay, so very serious question. Are you do you ever consider what might happen if you get injured? A lot of the teams, I wonder, do you guys have waivers?
Oh yes, definitely. You definitely have
Okay,
waivers,
because you
have
got,
insurance,
thank you,
and so
Jesus.
you have to sign a waiver when you sign up. Before you even sign up, you sign a waiver. That's the first thing. But as far as injuries, I have never had an injury. It's my motto. I learned that with the lupus. The preventive is not the fall. But there have been ladies that go at it hard and failed, and
All
like I
right. So yes.
So, like I'm saying, some of the ladies uh, uh, have had injuries, same injuries that you have in any athletic sports. Knee injury, more knee injury than anything.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could imagine that knee, hip injury, that kind of thing, man. So how long has anybody set out? Have you seen anybody have to set out because of an injury?
Rehabilitation, it depends on the injury.
Hmm.
Like I say, it's like with any sport. And you get an injury, it has to be rested and taken care of.
Okay, so what about okay, so we know you played basketball pretty much your entire life, right? Um, what's the difference in how you feel now than how you felt when you played when you was in like your 20s or your 30s?
In my 20s, it was I just played, and I really don't see too much difference. It's just that I am older,
Hmm.
so you play like you older.
Right,
But
right, right.
as fun wise, it's the same reward because I'm playing it for fun.
Right, right,
It's
right,
not a
right.
job.
Okay.
It's just to get out there to have fun, meet with other ladies with like minded, and just have a good time with each other.
This is good, man. So I wonder, like, how far do your relationships extend? Because we know that any sportsman, and I ran track most of my life. I did play some basketball, but I was more of a track star. So, and I don't really communicate with any of those people that I ran track with, but that could be too because I left from home and went to the military. But how far does those relationships extend, especially now since we're older? The older we get, the more we tend to depreciate, or the less people that we tend to have to come around. So, how far out would you say those relationships extend?
Oh, it's a growing relationship that we recognizing birthdays. We celebrate every chance we
Oh,
get.
wow, that's great.
We celebrating uh, with them, with their kids doing things. We just go around looking for a reason to celebrate,
I love this.
and
Oh
then
my
and
God.
we meet new people from other states, other cities, and we'd be glad to see each other when we see them again, and we definitely got to sit down and have lunch and get caught up on things.
I
And,
love it. See, do you guys see this? This is women restoring women, right? They ain't even got time to be depressed or nothing. Cause, baby, I know they just will challenge each other to a game or something like that. This is so very important when you are in any type of a group or a team structure with women. So, older ladies, we encourage you, get up, get out the house. It's not the end of the world, girl. When I walked up today, I actually saw Miss Carol petitioning for another lady. I think, is she in cancer? She has cancer right now, or she has just recovered from it.
yeah, she said she was recovering from cancer.
Okay, and she was petitioning y'all for this lady to come out and try out the basketball. Because she was kind of trying to tell her the health benefits in doing so. And personally, to me, it looked like the lady needed. She needed that kind of structure, and she needed that kind of environment for her life. So make sure, as an older woman, listen, you're not dead, honey, child. As long as you can throw that little makeup on, honey, and go on out there and twist one or two times, you got it going on, girl. You got it.
When you're having fun, it don't seem like it's a lot of the ladies are recovering from something, and then they say, "Hey, do this here," and they doing it in like a gym setting, and they got like I got to do this for 15 minutes and do this for 5 minutes. But when you out there and you're having fun, the time just fly by,
Real fast,
and you
yeah.
and you'll be doing the same activities. You'll be getting some walking in, and just the same activity, just fun and just passing by.
Yeah, I admit that the treadmill, it gets boring sometimes. I've always been a really high intensity type of person, so I'd rather do my 30-minute high intensity workout impact than to walk around this track 100 times. But I just can't do it. And it doesn't matter what kind of music I put in my ear. The interaction is a big deal. In fact, talk to us about that, Miss Carol. Have you seen women grow? Have you seen them transform? Have you seen them become? Because we know we have a lot of basketball players are introverts. Surprisingly, you know, um,
Most of it don't come out until we are on the
playing a
court
game,
and, and,
right?
and in the game, and then you get passionate about talking about the game. But for the most part, I'm introverted. I don't until I'm talking about something and I'm passionate about it. That's
Okay,
future and
okay.
basketball is one of them. Real estate is another. It's just things that get you excited. But yeah.
Okay, and are most of the women, are they? Do you have more retiree work players, or do you have people that are actually like in their own businesses? You have working women, or you just have pretty much a collaboration of all?
It's a collaboration of all because 50 you still young, and
Yes.
retirement ain't up until you get in the 60s, and that is kind of the average age for granny basketball. The ladies are in the 60s, but yeah, we have some retired. We got a lot of them with their own businesses, and so they kind of make their own schedule. But yes, it's just a combination of working and retired.
Okay, so how many of them would you say have come for rehabilitative purposes?
Most of them come for fun. Uh,
For a social setting, for
yeah,
a
you
social
just
life?
just to socialize, and you know, it's some like myself. Fun was first. The rehabilitation was a bonus.
I
Yeah,
was really rooting for you over here with this lady. I was
yeah,
rooting for you because that would have been a rehabilitative, and I thought that would have been just great,
yeah.
right?
The
Um,
the thing of is getting them on the court. It's two things. One, the ones who feel like they physically able, like that's in the 50s, that's 49 just turning 50, and they think the game's too slow until they get out there and they see, oh, okay, this is competitive. And then the ones that's got some challenges that they are trying to overcome think that they cannot do it and wind out finding out that it is the best uh, for their rehabilitation and their health.
Yeah, definitely. So normal basketball teams, we would go to the weight room. We do different little things to keep our physicality up, right? Stretches, of course. I
That
know y'all do stretches.
that's the number one thing you have to do is stretches, especially at our age. Stretches is the most
Very
important
important.
thing,
Very.
and you do weight training, not just try to do heavy weights, but you do weight training to build strength in your arms and legs. And so, that's where the shots come from. So make your legs strong, make your arms strong, and a whole lot of stretches. Stretches keep injuries from happening.
Yes, definitely. Even for me. Okay, so one of the things that I saw that was very, very impressive for me, because I believe that anything that has wants to grow, it has to have a collaboration of all cultures or races, and that was one thing that I absolutely loved, is that I saw different races mixed in, um, playing basketball, man. Like, what is that like? What's the insight like? What's the sisterhood like? Um, what are the ideas like?
It's just getting to know people from their backgrounds, introducing food is a main culture
Food.
for food. You introduce you do sharing recipes and uh, get introduced to some different things. And one thing, games. When we at the events, and you playing cards, dominoes. You get introduced. I don't even know the name of these games,
Oh
but
God, this
it's
is
some new
good, y'all.
it's some new games. We be playing with each other, and it's just yeah.
This is cool.
I have to get back with you and learn the name of these games. But these card games that we playing, yeah, games. Game day is fun.
I love this. Oh
It's
my God, they have game day outside of game day, bro. What is that? Oh my God, I love that. And food. You know what? Women gonna be women. We gonna cook. We gonna discuss them kids, honey. We gonna do certain things. We are just going to do. And I love that they discuss recipes, and they have game day outside of game day. This is amazing. It gives flexibility in every area, really, of their life. They're being physical. They have a social life. They're integrating their family life inside of what they do. This is absolutely amazing. So talk to me about these women that think they're too old, the ones that are struggling with sickness. What encouragement do you have for petition for them right now? We need some more team players, y'all. Petition for them now.
Yes, you thinking? I thought that with the background with being diagnosed with lupus, with fixed your joints and your stamina, that if I could do this here, but it's something I enjoyed as a kid. Say, okay, let me go out here and see, and I went and having a lot of fun and when it came time to go to a game, games are played 8 minute quarters for 4 quarters. And I didn't know whether or not I can handle it. And I'm looking at the ladies that's already on there, and they trying to see how many games they can get into. They didn't want to be left out of any games. And I go down, did the first game. By the second game, that's when I got my second win, and it was on. But hey, until you get out there and see, and you're not on a time that that you have to put in. You can listen to your body and you say, "Hey, I need to sit down for a minute." You sit down for a minute, and I found out that when we had new players, some have asthma, and they come in and we work them out, and then they like, "I need some water." Like, go get you some water, and then after a couple of practices, they're not asking for a water break. I just have to give a water break. So, if you thinking that it may be too much. I say I invite you out there and do what you can and see how far you can go and see how far you enjoy. And I promise you, you go see improvement to where you get to say, hey, I got to do this here. I have
This
to be
is
doing this.
amazing, man.
And
Listen,
so
y'all.
we at MI3 on Mondays and Wednesdays, 6:30.
All right. That's in Houston or
Yeah, that's Houston's. It's 1135 Ella Crossing in Houston, Texas,
okay.
77090.
Okay, when is the first game gonna be? Because we need to be there cheering with our pom poms, honey. We're gonna have to get. You know what? I'm just gonna recruit a whole group of young ladies to come out there and cheer for these ladies.
Give
Oh
us
my
some
goodness.
cheerleaders. We will be playing our first game up in Conroe. I don't have the address of that
Okay,
facility,
okay,
but we will be hosting in February 28th at MI3 Center.
okay.
So, you
So is
can.
that gonna be a tournament or what's happening?
Yeah, we have 6 teams coming to MI3 playing
These girls
from.
are serious. Y'all, listen, listen. Our aunties and grandmas is serious in these streets, y'all. So listen, we got to come out and support these ladies. This is absolutely amazing. If you ever stopped working out, even as a youngster, and you got to get back in there, baby, you mess around and gain 10 pounds, let me let you know it is a full-on challenge. So the fact that they have decided, baby, I'm getting ready to do this, and they have followed through with it, and they got some homegirls out there, girl, when we get on the court, we're gonna sell it out there, right? This is
And that's
crazy
that's
amazing.
another bonus too. You get out there and working and you're having fun. You don't realize it. And weight start falling off.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'll be looking at it and be like, your legs looking good. Your legs look that. I'm like, really? Okay.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all, this is Miss Carol, team leader for Granny Basketball. Her
He's
team is the Bayou
Bayou.
Ballers, baby, and they are doing it big in Houston. Second year, but I believe that God is going to take them all the way. I thank y'all so much for joining me for my very first episode in 2026 of Hills Healed Her. I will put all of the information on the screen so that you can see how to get in contact with her. If you got a grandma, somebody that's thinking she gonna sit in that house and just go all the way on the other side. No, ma'am, get her up, bring her out because Miss Carol needs to see her. If they
Yep.
can't do nothing else, they could be cheerleaders.
We got a league. When we go to nationals, they break it down into 3 categories, and one of them is called Off Your Rockers. Yeah, Championship League and the Off Your Rockers League, and then another league.
All right, listen, we love y'all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We pray that you have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye bye.